Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm KPG and welcome back to Rivals of Aether story mode. It's been a while. I apologize about that. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I feel like that's every video I make of this game. It's like I want to record this game more often. It's just I don't for some reason. And I don't know, I just haven't been getting as much time to record as I would like to. And I've just been trying to focus more so on the main series on my channel instead. But we're here, we're back with some more story mode. There are 4 remaining stories left, and then what I assume to be one final story thing or whatever that ties all of these in together and has an epic conclusion of some sort. But yeah, in the last episode, we went ahead and we did Crag's journey and Maple's journey. We learned that there's some poisonous thing that's polluting the forest, and it even created a copy of Maple that was destroying the wall, the rock wall, and Zetterburn was upset about that and fought the Maple clone, and then learned from Maple's sister sort of what's been going on in the forest. And to try to figure that out, Maple had already left to go try to find out the source of the poison by going to the Blazing Hideout, but and found Forsburn there, but didn't really do much to figure out what had actually caused the poison, from what I remember anyway. But today we are going to be doing Zetterburn's journey and Forsburn's journey. We probably should have done these ones earlier. I feel like the order is supposed to go bottom right all the way up to bottom left. My friend Hunter in the comments of the last episode told me that basically for the most part these don't matter in order, and that the only one that really matters is doing Zetterburn's before a couple of the other ones, otherwise they flow awkwardly together or whatever. So we'll start with Zetterburn and then we'll go into Forsburn after that. And yeah, I'll probably just do these two today, and then at some other point we'll do a final episode for these last 2 journeys and then the concluding story, whatever that may be. So Zetterburn's journey to Merchant Port. Tormented by the loss of his father, the prodigal son of the fire capital fights to reclaim what rightly belongs to his homeland. Let's do it. So we gotta fight all of the other rivals in order to progress through the story. We only get, I believe it's what, like 2 stocks for the whole thing, or was it 3? I think it was 2 stocks for the whole thing? I don't remember. It's been a while, as you can tell. But anyways, the fighting does not come first. What comes first is the first page of this story. Zetterburn. Zetterburn and his loyal legion return to the Fire Capital after vanquishing the Air Armada ships that preyed upon the Fire Empire's far-flung trade routes. You know what? I don't know about at this point anymore about what order the stories are supposed to go in. I guess at this point we'll just have to do all of them and create our own chronological timeline of how these events, or when these events occurred and how they tie in. Whatever, because Air Armada ships, that sounds like something we're going to have to do with Rastor or something like that. I have no idea. Whatever. However, their triumphant return is met not by laurels and celebrations, but by black banners and dirges. The fire capital is deep in mourning. That doesn't sound good. Hey, but let's beat up Maple and to make ourselves feel a little bit better about how things are going. Okay, we get 3 stocks. Okay, I didn't remember the exact amount. So it's 3. That seems a bit more reasonable. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, was it really this amount? That doesn't seem reasonable, but no, it's 3. Nice thing about Zetterburn, though. Oh, I think the last rival has 2 stocks, maybe? That's what it is? I think that's what it is. I think that's where the 2 came in. Yeah, Zetterburn is a fairly easy character from what I can tell. Like, okay, maybe not easy, but like fairly straightforward, I feel like. Obviously, at higher level play, I'm sure he'd be a lot more difficult to play, but at least for me, I feel like he's not super difficult for me to understand as a character. Anyways, moving on with the story. Zetterburn discovers that his father, Emperor Renburn, has been assassinated with a famous dagger belonging to an inconceivable suspect, Forsburn, Zetterburn's beloved brother. Meanwhile, Minister of Trade Loxodon is to be crowned the new emperor. The Fire Council convinces a distraught Zetterburn that this was his father's wish. Something tells me that this is not exactly... Something tells me that this isn't what it's cracked up to be. Something tells me that the Minister of Trade or whatever was the one that assassinated Zetterburn's brother or father and pinned it on Forsburn or something like that. This convinces him that it was his father's wish. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure his father would have wanted him to be the next emperor, or his brother at the very least. I don't know. Zetterburn, a loyal citizen of Fire, accepts the council's will. He pledges his loyalty to Emperor Loxodon and vows revenge upon the traitorous Forsburn. So this just seems like a convenient way for them to pit Zetterburn and Forsburn against each other, with perhaps the hopes that they will kill each other, and then the minister will have no challenge to his reign as the new emperor. Something tells me that's how this is going down. It just seems too convenient that the minister was like, yeah, this was your father's wish. It's like, yeah, right. I highly doubt that was his father's wish. Whatever. In any case, right now we're fighting Rastor. Oh my gosh. I guess I wasn't, I didn't realize for a half second there that, that's right, he can use strong attacks in midair. Well, I can use them on the ground. And they are super strong. Dude just stood there as I was charging at him, and he just threw a mini tornado in my face. It's like, get off of me. Jeez, Rastor. Rastor is more savage than I could have ever thought. Wait, we're already fighting Forsburn? Interesting. I would have thought he would have been last. That night, Forsburn materializes in Zetterburn's imperial chambers. Forsburn pleads for his brother's aid and accuses the council of murdering their father. That's what I thought. Certain of Forsburn's guilt, Zetterburn flies into a rage, attacking his once beloved brother. Forsburn barely manages to escape with his life. Oh no, the last one is Orcane. It was Orcane this whole time. They hired Orcane to be the assassin. I don't know. Apparently right now, though, we gotta take down our brother here. Forsburn always just seems like one of the most tricky characters to fight against, I feel like. Especially for me, when I don't play this game anywhere near as much as I should. If I want to be good at it anyway. I swear, the next time I try to do competitive matches, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed because I am going to be completely out of practice. That was... yeah. Okay, we need to play a lot more careful here. I don't want to get our first loss. So we haven't... ooh, sorry. We have not lost one of these stories yet. We have succeeded in every attempt so far, and I would kind of like to keep it that way. We gotta make sure we play super careful next round, though. Because Orcane is going to have 2 stocks when we fight him. So we need to be careful not to lose this next stock if we can help it. Alright, next up is Crag, my man. Coronation Day dawns. The citizens present Loxodon with the Flame Imperium, a sacred torch granting the rule of fire. Zetterburn watches, exhausted and doubtful. Suddenly, a water creature appears and steals the flame. It is the elusive Orcane. Orcane leaps with the flame into a mysterious purple puddle and is gone. Also, we're going after Orcane to retrieve that. I wonder if Orcane knows about what's really going on with the council, and that's why he came to steal the flame, the torch, whatever. Either that or he's training to do the torch thing at the Olympics. Like, I need every torch I can get. I need to play this way more careful than I am playing it right now. And that's why I know firsthand that Crag is a monster. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, it doesn't make sense why Forsburn would have been the rival at the end, because Forsburn was already at the end of Maple's route. Yes! Oh, he was on fire and we hit him with the forward strong. I still really want to call him smash attacks. Gosh dang it, Super Smash Bros. Alright, well, we defeated him, but we're going into this final match with one stock that has taken some damage, so I don't know how this is gonna go. The Fire Council orders Zetterburn to retrieve the flame. Ever loyal, the Fire General unleashes a maelstrom on Merchant Port, the home of Orcane. Zetterburn rampages through the unprepared city until he reaches the docks, where he finds a purple Orcane guarding the ceremonial torch. Although if this is purple Orcane, this might be another one of those shadow creatures, kind of like the Maple that we fought with Crag. So something is going on behind the scenes that's affecting all of the rivals, it would seem. Jeez, I almost just died instantly. Oh my gosh. Oh my word, why is he so strong? Oh my gosh. Alright, well, first loss. Dang. Gosh. Wait, it lets you continue? Oh, it adds on to your score. It adds on to your time taken, so it gives you a worse score. Okay, so even if you lose, it's not like an actual loss. It just makes you look a lot worse at the game, I guess. You get a worse, what is it? Like a worse scoring, so you get worse medals or something. I don't know. If I cared about that, then that would be important, I guess, but alright, well, it still sucks that we had to use a continue. I would have preferred not to, but it is what it is. Oh well. I'll still try in the next, or in Forsburn's story, I'll still try to win without using a continue. I don't know. I really wish they actually just didn't do that. I mean, I guess I understand if they want, like, I don't know, if you had children playing this game and you wanted them to actually be able to finish the story mode more easily, then I guess that's fair, but I don't know. I kind of wish there was like a hard mode or something to this then, where you had to defeat it all in that one go. 'Cause now there's like, now that I know that, there's like no pressure. Like there was pressure the first two times, and up until this point, because I actually knew, or I didn't know, sorry, I didn't know that they gave you a free continue, but whatever. So total time, 5 minutes, 55 seconds. So I guess they added a minute to what it otherwise would have been if I had just cleared it without that. I don't know. Whatever, we'll keep going with the story mode. I'm already this far in. We're gonna keep doing it anyway. Suddenly, Orcane dissipates. The water creature was a mere shadow. Beset with doubt, his instincts ablaze, Zetterburn's eyes fall on a purple glow and plumes of smoke on the western horizon. Alright. I got bronze on stage 3 and 4. I still got a silver medal, even after all that. Pretty sure I got a silver medal in the other 2 as well, yeah, so... that loss apparently didn't matter all that much. Alright, well, anyway... next up is Forsburn. So... let's do it. I guess there's less pressure now that I know that we can use a continue if necessary, but like I said, I will try to beat it without using a continue. Because that's just... it's more fun that way. I feel like it's a better challenge to try to beat it all in one go. Anyway, Forsburn. Forsburn returns home from a diplomatic mission to find his father, Emperor Renburn, slain. A knife, identical to Forsburn's dagger, is buried deep in the Emperor's chest. Emperor Renburn's loyal spy and illegitimate son, Forsburn, has long distrusted his father's fire council. Illegitimate son. Interesting. Now, all too late, he discovers their treacherous goal. Forsburn flees the scene and seeks refuge in the maze of aqueducts underneath the fire capital. So this one culminates in a fight with Zetterburn. So is this gonna... I guess this is gonna be like an alternate... this is gonna be like an alternate storyline where Forsburn is actually gonna win that fight when he returns to the capital to try to talk to his brother. I guess. Okay, that Orcane was way easier. That Orcane just commits suicide. Alright, well... 19 seconds! That was an easy gold. Shoot, maybe we will be able to beat this one without using a continue. If we keep it up at this rate, almost definitely. Suspected of murder, Forsburn seeks to warn his beloved royal brother and prevent the Fire Council from seizing the imperial throne. But when Zetterburn returns to the Fire Capital, he doubts Forsburn's conspiracy theories. The brothers fight and Forsburn flees, wounded and betrayed. Okay, so never mind. This is like a... so this does take place after Zetterburn's story. Okay. So it doesn't end in that fight. The fight already takes place. And there's going to be a rematch later on, I guess. Zetterburn, convinced his brother is guilty of patricide, is devastated. He tells no one of their clandestine altercation or of Forsburn's escape. Meanwhile, Forsburn fights Crag for some reason. I still think it's funny that you just randomly fight some of these other rivals. And it's not like it's even shadows of him, because this is just regular Crag. Like, I guess all of these stories could technically be taking place at the same time. So all of these guys are just fighting each other on their way to do the things they need to get done, I guess. Okay, so fun fact, I don't actually really remember much about how to play Forsburn, so I'm kind of just mashing here. Doing whatever, but I mean, it's working. Clearly, this is going better than like all of my other it's going better than all of the other routes have so far. Including the one where I played Crag. Alright, whatever. Continuing on. Forsburn flees to the far outskirts of the Fire Empire. One night, seeking refuge on the border of the wastelands, he awakens to find himself surrounded by murky strangers. They emerge from a ring of smoke and identify themselves as sentries from the Smoke Clan. They seize the wandering fire citizen and bring him to their settlement. Alright. Time to fight Rastor! Alright, interesting. I mean, like, I feel like Forsburn would kind of fit in pretty well with the Smoke Clan, considering a lot of his attacks are smoke-based. I forget how to change the behavior of the copy, the clone. I really should probably do the tutorials again at some point, just because it's been so long and I forget how to play some of these characters that I don't use very often. Oh well, either that or unless I just want to continue being a masher. Which isn't terrible, I guess, if it works anyway. Oh well. I keep trying to figure out how to, like, change the behavior of the clone, but gosh dang, Rastor keeps killing him so fast I don't have time to figure it out. Whatever, stage 3 cleared, bronze, because I took forever there. Alright! Next up. Clayen, chief of Smoke Clan, learns of Forsburn's plight and his skill in espionage. She offers him a home in the Hidden Smoke Enclave in exchange for his allegiance. Forsburn vows his loyalty. He renounces the false light of fire and vows to learn the truthful deceptions of smoke. He is given a gray cloak of secrecy and a new identity. So that's how Forsburn gets his cloak and his skull? Then why has he had it this whole time? He's had it this whole time we've been fighting. Yo, imagine if they had, like, made a specific skin where he does not have his cloak or skull, like, just for the story mode. And, like, as soon as you do that battle, then you unlock it. That would be cool. I mean, he's already been, like, using the smoke moves the whole time as well, so I don't know. He'd have to be like a copy of Zetterburn until he meets the chief of the Smoke Clan. I do like how it's giving, like, some backstory. Like, I think this is probably the coolest backstory out of all of the rivals so far, because, like it actually explains, like, why he wears his cape, why he's got his skull, why he fights with smoke instead of fire. I don't know, I think it's actually a pretty cool backstory, all things considered. Hey, we're living. Nice. Anyway, come on, Maple, die already. This Maple's at 200%. This is what happens when I play a character I don't know how to use. I can't get a kill, although I'm surviving. Gosh, we're both at super high percent. How are we alive? All right, well, I'm dead. Time for Maple to be dead. Come on. Gosh, that dagger has no range. Come on, it's your signature dagger. Come on, Forsburn. My gosh. You know how I said maybe we were gonna be able to beat this without a continue? Well, Maple will not die. Oh my gosh, I can't land any of my kill moves. How does that up air not kill? There we go, up B. I had to use my up special to finish him off. What was that? Gosh, Maple's so small. Alright, anyway, time for our rematch with Zetterburn. Unless it's a copy of him. It is a copy from him. Or a copy of him. So there's like shadowy copies of all of the rivals. Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense for us to be fighting the real Zetterburn, because the real Zetterburn's off fighting Orcane. Or the Shadow of Orcane. Before long, Forsburn hears news from the fire capital. Zetterburn has disappeared. Despite his loyalty to the Smoke Clan, Forsburn decides he must find his brother. Donning a battle mask from the Smoke Clan, Forsburn uses the smoke portal to return to the fire capital. When he arrives, however, he is greeted by a familiar figure. Shadow Zetterburn. Alright, we're probably going to have to use a continue here unless we pull off some miracle. Because that maple drained me of everything I had, and Zetterburn hits like a truck, so... I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Alright, well that works. Although, gosh, his smash attacks really, or strong attacks don't always link into each other. Jeez, that sent me like everywhere. Alright, continue, yay! Alright, well, apparently last episode I played much better than I'm playing this episode. Gosh. Well, I mean, it makes sense with Crag, but I don't know how I did so well with Maple. Whatever. Alright. Gosh, speaking of Maple, though, we might have actually had a chance in this one to complete it without using a continue if it wasn't for Maple. Or if it wasn't for my own inability to play this character. Anyway. Gosh. Like, I have no idea. I don't remember anything about how to control the clone. I remember you can, like, use your up special into the smoke and then you can get an extra jump back. Also know you can inhale the smoke to get a thing. Or get, like, a special... move at the end. Oh my gosh! Jeez, that almost killed me. That was cool. It was unintentional, but it was cool. There we go! We actually hit the dagger hit of the strong move this time. Oh my gosh, just the tip of the stage. That's all we need, though. We made it back. All we needed was that little tip. Alright, well now I'm actually able to get some stuff figured out here. Hey, we made it back on again. Gosh, why couldn't I have been playing like this against the Maple? As soon as I say something, then of course I go and die. But we got him as well! Nice. Alright, well, that is Forsburn's story complete. Apparently I'm not good with the Fire Lions. Apparently I'm much better with Maple and Crag. I mean, obviously Crag's my main, so it makes sense, but I don't know why I did so much better with Maple. I guess it was just lucky? I don't know. Anyways, as Forsburn uses his new powers of smoke to defeat his brother, Zetterburn vanishes. The fire capital pulses in purple shadow. Then Forsburn sees a blaze in the distance. The fire army has attacked the smoke hideout while he skirmished in the fire capital. Forsburn races back to his new home without finding his real brother or confronting the false Emperor Loxodont. Are we gonna fight Emperor Loxodont in the final story thing? Alright, well, this time it does seem like, seems like using a continue actually did, punish us a little bit because we got a bronze medal instead of a silver medal in the other ones. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just didn't... I don't know. With Forsburn, I feel like the reason I needed to use a continue is because I didn't really... I didn't really know how to play him very well. I I feel like I need to go back and play the play some of the tutorials for some of the more tricky characters. Like, obviously I don't need to for Craig, I know everything about him, but like for some of the more technical characters, I feel like I should probably go back and do some of the tutorials again just to refresh it in my head, because it's been a while since I've done it. And I never really actually used some of these characters. Like, I never used Forsburn after I did his tutorial, so I guess I just forgot a lot of that stuff. So I should definitely do that at some point. Especially if I want to ever do some online matches again. I should probably do some more tutorials to get that refreshed back in my head. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. We did these two Fire Lion brothers and learned more about why Forsburn wears a skull over his face, I guess, and why he's got his cape. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, now only 2 regular stories remain, along with the final story, which I once again am assuming is going to tie everything up and give us a proper ending. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, even though I didn't do as well as I did in the last episode. I had to use a continue in both of these, but oh well. To be fair though, I definitely am a lot better with Craig than I am with Zetterburn and Forsburn, and I still think Maple was just sheer luck that we didn't have to use a continue. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and play these 2 on my own and actually beat them without using a continue. And at the very least get Forsburn up to a silver medal, just for the heck of it. I don't know. Just to prove to myself that I can do it, I guess. I still think it would be cool if there was a hard difficulty where you absolutely had to beat it in one go and you didn't get any continues. I think that would be pretty cool, but whatever. In the next episode, we will do Rastor's story and Orkane's story, and do the final story that will give us the conclusion of everything that has been going on between all of these stories. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would really help out the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Yeah, once again, next time we will finish off Rivals of Aether story mode, do everything that's remaining. It'll be a big, long episode, I assume, because I kind of have a feeling that the last chapter is going to be a bit longer than the others. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe this lock is not even... Maybe it doesn't even have any fighting. Maybe when we unlock it, it's just a few pages of story that ties everything together. But in any case, we will finish off Rivals of Aether story mode in a future video at some point. I might go back and... maybe I'll go back and do the tutorials for Rastor and Orkane to learn more about, or to make sure I'm good to go with those 2. And then also maybe I'll go back and do these 2 stories just on my own to beat it without having to use a continue, but whatever. Like I said, that's going to do it for today. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Peace!